Hey, how's it going? Rich from Elk Endeavors here. Hey, I wanted to talk to you tonight about how I'm building my business and building my. Yesterday, I talked about the attractive character and my origin story, and what I'm trying to do is base my make sure that I am able to bring people in to my world through my through my personality, really, right? So you're building when you start out with affiliate marketing, you're building a brand basically like based on your face, right? Your personality and your excitement about what you're doing and things like that. And so that's what I talked about yesterday, is like the things that make me hopefully make me attractive to people, so that they would want to follow me and like what I'm doing, and help let me help them with starting their business. And so that's what I was talking about yesterday. So today I thought I would talk about like this sort of culture that I'm trying to build in my business and for my clients. And that's something that is also obviously very important. And it's kind of like along the lines of sort of a mission statement and a vision, and making sure that you are, or I am, providing people at the highest level, with providing people with service at the highest level. And so in order to build a culture, I have to represent that culture. And so what I thought was, I have four pillars that I wanted to talk about, and I'll go ahead and start talking about them now. So the four pillars are trust, passion, dependability, and respect for my clients, right? So when you think about trust, this is probably the most important thing, and probably the most difficult thing to create in your client as an online entrepreneur, right? Because I'm online, right? You don't know me, and you really can't know me except for what you see in my videos and read in my blogs, right? So one of the things that's really makes it really difficult is that I can't meet you. I mean, hopefully someday I can meet you, but otherwise, you don't know you can't shake my hand. You don't know, I mean, you kind of know my mannerisms because you've seen me talk on video. And ultimately, after 40 or 50 videos or however many I've done, I can't fake it, right? Like, this is me. Like, this is how I talk. This is how I act. I can't really put on a show to the level of, keeping it consistent. So this is me. This is what, I am what you're getting what you're getting. And so hopefully that's helpful, because I have to be able to build my trust for you. I mean, I have to be able to build trust for you, so that I can help you at the highest level, like I said. But the other thing is that I have to be able to trust you as a customer and a client. Otherwise, they're like, what are we doing, right? So that's a really important thing to think about. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about was passion, and the passion that I have for this business is I'm honestly, I'm astounded with myself, simply because I've never really had the passion that I have for something, because I think this is it's so new to me, and I've never really had the opportunity to build something brand new from scratch, learn it, from the bottom up. I mean, literally the bottom up. I had no idea what I was getting into, and how rewarding it was going to be, and how much different my life would be, just 6 months later, as a result of being a part of, as a result of being an affiliate entrepreneur, and going through the 4% Success Challenge. And that's something that is, that hopefully, again, exudes from my videos and from my blog posts, because I don't feel like I can hide that. Like, my passion for this whole process has been just phenomenal. And one of the things that I was thinking about today, as I was reading, or not, as I was sort of thinking about my post tonight, was how I've never done anything with such passion in my life, and like I said, I think it's because it's so brand new. I think I was most passionate, like if I had to think about another time, it was really like my bicycle touring. Like, I had such a passion for cycling, and that was something that that involved travel and people and things like that. But I've never really had the passion, because I don't think I've had something new, and that's really a really big part of this as well. So So that hopefully that's coming through as well. And then next thing is dependability, and being able to for you to be able to depend. And this goes back to trust a little bit, but for you to be able to depend on me to serve you at the highest level and know that my efforts are always to try to serve you at the highest level. Now, I may not meet the mark. I might not sometimes meet the mark, but if you always know that I'm trying, and you can trust that I'm trying, and you can depend upon the fact that I'm trying, that's what has to happen, right? We all make mistakes, and if something were to go wrong or that sort of thing, my dependability factor is something that will help you understand that like I always have my client, my customer in mind at the highest level, because that's how you build a business, right? And so that's a really important part for me as well, obviously. And then being respectful. And this kind of goes without saying. It's kind of like when you have the interview question, and it's is it better to be liked or respected, right? And so the answer is both. It's like such a softball question, but there's no. It's one of those where there's no right or wrong answer, but you also it's too easy. But at any rate, like you have to be able to. Like I have to respect you in order to expect you to respect me. And the way I do that, again, is by building trust and being dependable. If I'm not those things, if I'm unable to be trustworthy and dependable, then why would you respect me, right? Why would that even be a thing if I wasn't helping you at that level? So those four things are those four pillars right now, anyway, as I've thought through them, are what I believe are the most important things for me to do in order to be successful, and in order to help you be successful. And one of the things I keep excuse me, I keep thinking about is that I think it's really hard to articulate, right, with affiliate entrepreneurship, and I think part of it is because I got into this solely for the purpose of making money, and I talk a little bit about this in my blog post, but like I got into affiliate marketing because I wanted to make money. That's it. That I didn't think anything more, except I needed to. I'm trying to make ends meet, and this is why I'm doing it. And so, when I got into it and realized, and I started hearing people talking about like providing value to the customer and things like that, and I was kind of like, I wasn't confused, but it never occurred to me that like, I was trying to build a brand, and I was trying to build a relationship with people that I don't know and I've never seen, right? And so that's a really beautiful thing, I think, but it's something that hadn't ever occurred to me, and so it's really hard to articulate, and I guess it's maybe like a matter of like being difficult to convince anybody, my customers, you as a client, that I'm being sincere when I say that I want to help you, right? And it's really, really hard. But the all I can do is just keep saying it, right? Is just saying that like this is something that I don't know how I got into this. Like I don't know, no one marketed to me. Like I don't have anyone that's ever asked me like, hey, you came in under me, and can I help you? It's like I just happened upon the 4% Success Challenge, and so I don't have a mentor. And I think I would have had a hard time if someone was telling me that they want to help me by sort of selling me this product. And now, like when I think of it, instead of like selling you a product, I'm helping you invest in yourself through what I know the 4% Success Challenge can do. So it's a challenge. It's not a product. It's something that's helpful and not something. It's something you invest in, not something you buy. And when you think about it in those terms, that's really very helpful. But that's as much as I can do to like continue to say that I want to help people, because I don't know if I would have been convinced, if that makes any sense. And it probably would have turned people off. Excuse me, would have turned me off. And if like you were trying to sell to me the 4% Success Challenge, and you kept saying you were trying to help me, I don't know if I would have believed you, right? So in order for me to make sure that you believe me and you believe in me, I have to make sure that you believe in me, right? I have to make sure that I'm trustworthy, I'm respectful, I'm dependable, and I am passionate, right? And I think that comes through. And I can't imagine that it doesn't at this point. But there's always another time to say it. So listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I'm really excited about the 4% Success Challenge. I hope that you take a look at it. You can check it out in the link below. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have comments or you want me to make videos about certain things, please let me know, and I'm happy to make videos about those certain things. Most of the time, like it's really hard for me to there hasn't been a point yet where I'm like, oh, what do I talk about tonight, right? Because everything kind of comes naturally. So even as I'm talking, I've got like 3 or 4 things brewing for the next week, and so there's never a lack of content, but certainly I want to make sure I'm serving you as best I can, like I've talked about. And if you ask me a question, or if you have some interesting, if you have something that you're interested in knowing, by all means, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to put together an answer for you in the form of a video and a blog post. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow.